Welcome to GraphicsFlow. In this video, we want to give you a broad and general overview and orientation to the GraphicsFlow workspace. So let's start with logging in. You can log in from any web browser and you simply go to app.graphicsflow.com and there you'll be greeted with a login. So here you'll enter in your email address and the password assigned to your account and you'll click sign in. Now if you ever forget your password, you'll notice there's a forgot password prompt which will allow you to enter in your email and you can request to reset your password securely. Now after signing in, you'll be greeted with the default workspace, which is always My Art. So let's start with a general orientation of the workspace here. And we'll start on the left-hand side, which is how you'll navigate through the GraphicsFlow platform. So on the left, the default workspace is My Art. And of course, My Art is where you'll organize, upload, and manage all of your art content. And of course, you can use folders to create an organizational system, and there you can upload, download, and manage all of your content. Now, right below that is Art Approvals. And in the Art Approvals workspace, this is where you'll create, send, and manage all of your art approvals. Now, in the rest of our training, we'll use art approvals interchangeably with graphics presentations. So this is one workspace that will allow you to create and send concepts to your clients, to approve and get commitment. So sometimes this tool is useful in sales enablement to present ideas to a consumer. In other cases, this is where you'll construct a traditional digital art approval to get final confirmation before you go into production. Now, right below that, we have the stock art navigation and stock art workspaces. And these are sort of categorized between design ideas, which are complete design templates, Clipart, and fonts. So a design idea is a professional design concept. And of course, these concepts can be downloaded and totally modified. And so these are available in CorelDRAW and Adobe Illustrator files. So think of a design idea as a placeholder for an idea. And so you can download and totally modify these a million different ways. Now, Clipart, these are individual vector-based Clipart assets that you can search and download for use in creating custom content. And lastly, we have fonts. Now, these are all of the fonts that are used in the construction of design ideas. Now, I'll point out that you can download individual fonts and install those on your computer. At the very top right, there's an option to download all fonts, and we strongly encourage and recommend that you download and install all of the fonts. That way, if you ever want to download a design idea, and you download this and go to edit it in your local computer, those fonts will already be installed and you'll have access to those immediately. Now, as we continue our journey in the navigation on the left-hand side, we'll move down to the two remaining areas. We have My Team and Team Settings. So of course, depending on which user you are, My Team, assuming you're an admin, this is where you can invite additional team members and choose their permission levels. So you can invite as an admin, which means as an admin, you have access to all of the functional areas in GraphicsFlow. You can manage the account, you can invite new team members, you can upgrade, downgrade. So make sure as you invite team members, admin should be, of course, those, maybe managers, partners, business operators as part of your organization. Whereas a team member, this is going to be an employee that's going to have access to, the functional areas in GraphicsFlow, but they can't invite new team members, delete team members, change billing, etc. So My Team is where you'll manage all of your team members, and at any point in time, you have the ability to remove a team member. You can change their admin level. You can even transfer ownership. Now, the next option is Team Settings, and this is where you get to manage your account, sort of broadly speaking. This is where your company name will be updated. You can upload your company logo and identity. And then notice there's other workspaces here where you can control settings for art approvals, like your default watermark display. You can control and update and modify the policies and disclaimers. And here, in the last option, you can adjust billing. So you can upgrade, downgrade, unlock other functionality inside of GraphicsFlow. Now let's head back to the My Art workspace and let's go to the very top right navigation. So I want to call out an important function here, which is a global search. So you'll notice Search My Art. So when you're sort of navigated to different functional areas like art approvals versus design ideas, sometimes you'll see that global search function. So now that I'm in stock art, if I do a search for, say, soccer, that global search will search everything from stock art. So design ideas, clip art, and fonts. And here I can see the results that return. So you'll notice in certain workspaces, you'll have that global search where you can begin to type in a keyword or a search term. Anything that matches or relates will display on screen. So global search is a powerful way to find content quickly. Now to the right, you'll notice there's a little question mark icon, which is where you can access help and training resources. So if you ever want to go back and get a refresher, maybe you have a new team member, this is a great place to revisit and see content. Now to the very upper right, here's where you can modify and manage your specific login, so your settings. So notice here I can go to my settings so I can change my password. You also notice the ability to sign out securely. Now if I go to my settings, of course I can alter and sort of modify anything about my particular account. So of course my profile name, email address in the event that changes, phone number, and here's where I can reset or change my password if necessary. So this has been a quick introduction and overview in terms of logging in to your GraphicsFlow account and how to navigate in general terms. Now, in subsequent videos, we're going to go deeper into each individual workspace, and we'll talk about all of the key features and functions. We'll also share as we go different best practices and tips to think about so to help you get the most of GraphicsFlow. Now, I want to encourage you at any point in time, if you have questions or if you need help, make sure to reach out to the GraphicsFlow team. Our team of experts are here to help you, whether it's answering questions, taking any feedback you have to improve GraphicsFlow. So never hesitate to reach out to our team for help.